Yes, the boys, welcome back to another video. So, Q&A time. I put a little questions box on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on there, Luke Whitney Coach, I'm gonna try and run these every other video. So nice and easy. Answer the questions you've got. What do you want to know about training? What do you want to know about food? What do you want to know about coaching? What do you want to know about mindset? What do you want to know about myself? What randoms you want to know? Make sure you ask away and I will answer. And it's always the anonymous one because nobody likes having the name on there, do they? So we've got some random ones and let's break them down. So the first one is, what should I do when I'm ill regarding training and food? Now, this is something I get asked a lot, and this is something that a lot of my clients stress out about when they're ill. They're like, oh my God, they think they're gonna like, the world's ending. At times when you're progressing, then you get ill, you're like, oh my God, what am I gonna do here? Don't stress, first of all. It's annoying, and you know, we wanna try and keep healthy. So first of all, get your sleep, stay hydrated, get your micronutrients in, supplement properly, and you shouldn't really get ill often, right? When you are ill though, and I need to take my own advice with this, don't train because you're gonna make yourself feel worse. I did it not that long ago. I was ill, like we're talking ill, and I was like, right, I was actually filming for YouTube, so you might have watched that video when I literally like fell off the planet in the middle of that day. It was a full day of eating. So I tried to train, knew I wouldn't be able to progress, and I literally came home. I actually fainted that evening because I was that just dehydrated and fried. That's like the most ill I've ever been. So if you think, right, there is no chance of progressing that session, don't train, because you're not gonna, even if you can get that done, are you gonna be able to recover from it? So can you progress it? If you can progress it, can you recover from it? Recovery capabilities are going to be down. Just leave. If you're genuinely ill, leave it. If you've got a bit of a cold, get in and train. And a lot of the time you can actually feel better as well. So that's what I'd say with that. That's nice and easy. With food, obviously, if you're throwing up left, right, and center, then don't even worry about food. Just focus on recovering. Stay hydrated. If you are well enough to eat, still keep food on point. I had this with a client literally today. He feels a little bit better, but he's not quite ready to train. I said, literally, look, right, he's in a diet phase, steps nailed, calories nailed. We'll take that as a win. Don't stress. And then just get cracking again. Let's see what we got. So I got this one that answered on my story as well. Favorite muscle group to train? It's a tough one, this. It's a tough one. I'm gonna say chest, especially now, just because my chest training has improved so much with controlling everything, slowing down. I've seen a lot of progress in my chest. The last gaining phase gone. So I actually really look forward to training chest now. Second would be legs. I do love a good leg day. It depends what gym. What gym are you at, literally? Like, if I'm at destination gym that I train at, it would be push. My favorite gym area that I train at as well would probably be legs, because I really like, to be fair to Panatta, the pendulum and the leg press. They're both actually nice. So yeah, I like legs there. And then I got, what did you think of UFC? Obviously Leon Edwards winning. I was absolutely buzzing for him. He is literally, if you don't know, I absolutely love UFC. Have for like years and years and years. So if I'm not usually watching something about training or food, or like listening to Rogan or something like that, I'm usually watching something, well, even Rogan slightly, UFC most of the time. I'm watching something about MMA. I absolutely love it. So for Leon Edwards, I knew he was gonna win, but I thought he was gonna win by submission. I had a weird feeling, so I was absolutely buzzing for him. He is literally one of the most underrated fighters I can literally remember in the last like 5 years. Any tips for a lagging body part? This is a very, very good one, because this is something I bet we're all struggling with, right? This was my arms, and my chest. So first of all, you have to strip the ego back. With my chest, I completely got rid of the ego. Thought, right, okay, let's think about mechanical tension, right? Can we improve that? So we want as much load as possible, yes. However, the other things we need to think about, have we got a full range of motion? So we are not cutting range. For my chest, all it was I was cutting range, I was bouncing the weight around, right? That was it. So I stopped doing that. My chest grew, believe it or not. Full range of motion and full control. With them lagging muscle groups, do you have a full range of motion and full control and taking that to failure? That's what I'd look at first, right? Then you can do that, and I guarantee that's gonna bring it up. Once you've done that, then yes, you can look to prioritize that volume-wise, hence me actually adding in a set day for arms so they can actually get a little bit more attention. But the first thing was fixing form on the end of my push and my pull days. So yeah, form first, drop the ego would be my main one. So I get these a lot. Best tips to start out coaching. So I put a little TikTok about how I started coaching, and it's always something that I wanted to do. So I PT'd when I was 18, if you don't know this, right? And then when the dreaded C word rolled around, so 18, and then that light keeps going on and off and I do not know what's going on, so let's just roll with it. When I was 22, in one of the lockdowns, they literally rang me and they said, Luke, the gym is closed in 3 days. So I was like, right, that's fantastic. Built up a client base for 4 years. I was like, right then. I wanted to move online that year, but I was a bit scared to, and that forced me to. So at the time I was like, right, what is going on? But it ended up being the best thing that ever happened to me, literally. Because now I'm literally doing what I always wanted to do, which is a good team of boys who are all nailing it. Like that was my goal. That is what I want to be doing. So first of all, make sure it's actually what you want to do. Just liking going to the gym isn't enough. You actually want to coach people. I knew how much it helped me getting into shape. So I was like, right, that's what I want to do. I want to help people get into shape. Like that's what I wanted to do. So there's a big difference there. Before you start coaching people, I'd PT'd for 4 years. So I dealt with everybody, all different shapes and sizes. I wasn't worried at all or hesitant when somebody came to me online. I knew, right, we're going down this route, we're going down this route, we're going down this route. I get some people messaging me saying, what should I do if I get somebody come? I'm like, they're a coach. You should know. Like you should know. If you aren't fully confident, whoever comes to you, that you can sort them out. Like I know now, if someone comes to me and they've got a lot of body fat to lose, lights just come back on, a lot of body fat to lose, and they're on low food, I know what to do. Got a lot of body fat on high food, I know what to do. On low food, need to gain. On high food, need to gain. I know what to do. There's zero hesitation now. So make sure you have got the knowledge, or you coach people for free, which is the next thing, enough to know that, right? Learn. Like I said, if I'm not listening to some stuff UFC when I'm eating my food, I'm listening about the nerdiest stuff on the planet, right? So I've hours and hours and hours and hours, thousands of hours literally learning over the years. So you have to put that in. And then start coaching people for free. Start coaching people for free, start coaching people for cheap. When you have that knowledge, you'll be able to get results. You have to be able to manage people to keep them on to get them results, and that's what I obviously built up PTing. So that's a great way to transition over. Get as much experience as you can, learn as much as you can, and then go all in. I knew, right, I'm doing this. That's what I was, when I was 18, I was like, right, I'm not getting a job, I'm doing this on my own. I want to work for myself. So I just did that. Once you actually do that, sack a plan B off, I was like, right, I'm doing it, let's go. And when you actually graft, you do it, like literally. That's what everyone says, and it's very true. So yeah, rambled on about that one, but it grinds my gears sometimes. Some of the messages I get, I actually can't believe it. And some of the things I hear when clients come to me, the experience they've had, I actually can't believe that either. I've got some questions about Netflix. Like when I'm on my own, I'll just work. So I won't even watch telly, literally. When I'm with Lucy, girlfriend, then I'll watch some stuff, but we usually can't even choose something to watch, so we end up not watching anything anyway. So I'm the worst person in the world to ask about that. Do you agree with keto diets for both losing weight and gaining weight? Most people can't even stick to a basic diet or structure. So I would never, ever, 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 ever advise anybody to go on a keto diet. I would never, that's something I wouldn't do myself, so I wouldn't be comfortable programming that in. I wouldn't recommend it. I think carbohydrates are very valuable. My values and what I do with everyone is, right, keep carbs as high as we can because we want to be training like a beast and fueling that training. So carbs stay as high as we can. We want to be an absolute monster. That's what we do. Within them calories, proteins hit, carbs are hit, fats are just a minimal amount because we're not really going to get a benefit past a certain point. So I'll always prioritize carbs with all my clients. So I would never program that personally. But if you want to do that for whatever reason, crack on. I just wouldn't. Do you do isolation ab core work? If so, what do you do? So I do 2 times a week, and this is what I program for most clients as well. So we want a leg raise variation and an actual crunch variation. So I do a lying leg raise on the floor, and then I do a standing cable crunch. So I will do that twice a week. I usually do my cardio and then do it. The reason I don't do it before cardio is because I'm doing it and someone jumps on the Stairmaster, I'm like, gotta wait. So when the Stairmaster's free, jump on it, do my abs after. You're not gonna wanna train abs. It's very boring, so just do it. Just literally do this. Walk over to the cable, if you're using that, start training abs, bang, guess what? You're training abs, you've done them. Don't even give yourself a choice. Treat it like brushing your teeth. Touching on Rogan, says it all the time, and it's the best thing ever. If you need to do something, you brush your teeth twice a day. You just do it. So just do it, literally. That's what I say about cardio. That's what I say about abs. Just do it. Favorite movie of all time? We'll go in Gladiator and Rocky 4 tie for top spot. I absolutely love them. I could run through a brick wall after I watch both of them. There it goes. Best time frame for a summer cut and a good rate of weight loss per week. So with this one, you want to work backwards, right? How much realistically do you think you might need to lose? So if you've been leaner at say 70 kilo before, right, and you think you might have gained around 3 kilo of tissue, so you're probably going to be leaner around 73 kilo, right? So let's say you're now 80 kilo, right? So we've got to think, right, okay, we've got 7 kilo to pull off. If we want to be very aggressive with it, go for 8 weeks and pull off close to a kilo a week. You can do that, right? Or if you want to take your time with it, okay, let's take our time, which I'd recommend for most people. So let's say we've got 7 kilo to pull off. Let's set 15 weeks. So you've got plenty of time. You can be nice and patient. You can be aiming for around half a kilo a week. That's very, very doable. So if you've got 7 kilos to lose, train hard, maintain your strength in that time, push steps, push cardio, pull food, enough to see half a kilo drop per week and be consistent with that. If you're not consistent, there's no point even having a time frame because just get consistent first, literally. So that's what I'd do. I'd work backwards. You know, if you've only got 3 kilos to pull off, right, okay, 5 weeks, let's be aggressive, bang, let's get it done. Like I've just pulled off in 7 weeks and what, almost 6 kilo down. So that's been like very close to a kilo a week. Been aggressive with it, pushed hard because I wanted limited time to, right, okay, pull to around 85 and then bring food back up. So work backwards from that point 100%. So we'll leave it at that, boys. A nice little Q&A. Make sure you follow me on Instagram because like I said, these are going to keep on coming. It's just a good way to help whatever you need to know, I can break down in detail. So make sure any questions you want me to cover next time, you can always message me. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Luke Whitney Coach, because that's where I'll put the questions for YouTube. And there's going to be a video coming every single week, so make sure you're subscribed as well. Let me know what you want to see. Please drop the video a like because it helps me out a lot. Make sure you're subscribed if you aren't subscribed now, and you're a top lad. And hopefully you enjoyed that, boys. I'll catch you in the next one.